Okay, so I'm going to go and do just a quick run through benefits. And here I am in a kind of this is an OVS demo page, and it's got some of our core ESS and MSS functionality around personal administration, compensation, time management, benefits, a manager dashboard, and say an employee dashboard. I'm just going to go to benefits, and here in the benefits dashboard is kind of a benefits overview web part. So this component here has a number of different elements. First of all, it's got an area here that talks about the employee's dependents or family members, and it's possible to maintain that data directly. Here in this case, David Phillips has 3 dependents, and I can make any number of changes there or add a dependent at that point, or being able to go directly into benefits options. And what's interesting about this web part is I've got kind of different data presented here and some different navigation elements here, and I also have some helpful resources here. And this could be any type of other web part, typical SharePoint web part type of content. It could be text or links or a video or anything here that helps the employee to as part of the benefits experience. So I'm going to go ahead and run through a kind of an open enrollment example and be able to show a step-by-step plan or a step-by-step experience through registering for benefits for a new enrollment period. So here, in step 1, you have the ability to kind of look at your current selections for, say, any number of benefits. So, for example, I could look at what I had for medical last year. I could look at my last selection that I made. I could look at what I did for vision. I could see any of that detail very quickly, and then I can go ahead and I can make any new enrollment, make new enrollments or changes to my enrollment, and I could also flag myself as a smoker or non-smoker. Again, the useful resources is there as another web part or another component in the web part to be able to provide context within the transaction. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next step. And as I've selected dental, medical, and vision, you see I have dental, medical, and vision here, and then the last step, review. I can see that I'm in the dental part of this enrollment experience, and so I'm going to go ahead and make some selections. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select like employee plus family, and I can go ahead and select my dependents for that, and I can see my cost, kind of an idea of what my employer cost figure and what the total is, and then I could go to the next step. I could go and I could select any number of these different selections or any number of plan choices that are available to me in the enrollment here for the dental plan. So I'm going to go ahead to the next step. Oh, it gives me a message that I have to select at least one of the dependents. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and it worked. So now I see that dental is green, and now I move to medical. And now I'm going to complete my medical choices. So I see I have medical HMO, indemnity, domestic partner, etc. I have some different options. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and select my family dependents, and I'll select first option. And again, I can see the employee cost and employer cost. I can see the total cost, and then I can go to the next step. Okay. Now I'm in vision, and I see that, again, medical is completed. I see where I am. I'm in the vision step. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and kind of carry this through. I see that I have, looks like I had some dependents that were previously enrolled. I'm going to go ahead and add just my son Jack to the plan. And again, I can see my cost. I can see the employer cost, see the total, and then go to the next step. Now here I see presented to me the 2013 benefit selections. I can see a summary of where we're at, and I can see what I've selected. I could see the costs, and I have an idea of my total employee costs, my total employer costs as broken out by the plan selections that I've made. And at that point, I can submit. I can go back and make changes, or I can submit at this point. So now I have kind of an enrollment summary, and I can go ahead and I can look at any number of any of the selections that I've made and see my selections. And I can also print my selection in a different view, and I can go and make that selection and print that. But here I've kind of completed the open enrollment, and it gives me kind of the sense that I've completed the transaction. The confirmation of my selections can be emailed to me as well. I don't just have to print this. It can be emailed. There's other things. I can use SharePoint workflow. I could use other workflow triggers and notifications in order to provide the employee follow-up information. So I'm going to go back to the landing page and go back to the dashboard. And here I could go to my benefits cost summary and be able to see just kind of, where do my costs fall today, at least from what I have, what I'm enrolled in at present. And I can see, I can select different types of charts, and I can select I can see, what's the employee benefits cost, what am I paying, as a whole pie, what part is going towards each plan, or each area, each benefit, and then I can see the total cost of employee versus employer, and I can get a feel for that. And this is just kind of this benefit cost view is completely configurable. We could hide this or show this or vice versa. Select different types of graph options by default, and then be able to maybe perhaps just focus in on certain benefits costs. The order of these plans could be made differently. Could be made different. There's all kinds of different ways of showing that. So pretty powerful there. And that about rounds out the benefits functionality.